So I'm sure you've wondered why some businesses seem to effortlessly attract clients and customers to their businesses while other businesses seem to struggle. I know this because I was there myself. I struggled for years to get clients, especially in the last 2 years, because I didn't have a clear, step-by-step framework, and I had to learn through, my own mistakes. But there is, a proven framework that not only draw in your ideal audience, but also turns them into loyal paying customers. And in this video, I wanted to share 3 powerful steps on how you can attract and convert your audience into paying customers. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to build a customer base that consistently grows your business. So the first step in attracting customers is to truly understand your audience, because really understanding your audience is the foundation of, a successful customer attraction strategy. And it's not just about knowing who they are, who your ideal customers are. It's about really understanding what really drives them to their root and how your product or service can solve their problems. So to start, you need to evaluate your market, and these are the 4 main things that I do when I evaluate my market. So the first thing to understanding your audience is to identify a real problem they face. And this really means understanding their frustration, pain points, challenges, basically all the issues that keeps them up at night. And your product or service, should be the solution, the answer to these problems. The next thing you should do is to consider their purchasing power. Your target audience need to have the financial means to afford what you have to offer. It's pretty pointless to target people who cannot buy what you have to offer. Then the third thing you should do is to make sure that your audience in this market is easy to target. You can reach them. It should be really easy to target these people in your market, through different channels like email, social media, SMS, whatever. Your audience needs to be reachable. They must be accessible enough for you to market your solution. The fourth and final thing you should do is to make sure that you target a market that is growing, not targeting a market that is declining. This way you'll always have chances to attract new customers, new leads, and grow your business over time. In the past, I used to run a paid ads agency, and at first, it was really, really hard for me to find clients. And I struggled for a really, really simple reason, and that is that I didn't know who my target audience really was. I wasn't really clear on what exact problem I was trying to solve for them. I was trying to be everything for everyone, trying to fix every single problem they faced, instead on really focusing on one problem with one solution. And it took me a while to realize that if I didn't know exactly what they needed, I wouldn't be able to offer the right solution to their problems. Once you understand your whole market, you need to create your ideal customer avatar. This is a detailed profile of your ideal customer. So include their demographics, so age, gender, location, job, education, but also expand a little bit, their interests, hobbies, fear, challenges, pain points, values, their goals. Also consider their behaviors, their online habits, their purchasing power, their preferred social media platform. And the more specific you are, the better. And to really make your customer avatar, feel real, you should give them a name, an age, and you should print on Google a picture that really represents them. And this image of your ideal customer, should be visible at all times for a reminder, when you're creating content, when you're creating a new strategy, marketing strategy, or when you're creating a new offer, because at the end of the day, everything you're creating is for that visible image of your ideal customer. And this level of detail really helps you to write messages that is directed to them specifically. You're not talking to anyone else, you're talking to that ideal customer. And understanding your audience also means really understanding the direction they're moving in. Are they moving away from pain or towards pleasure? And a really deep understanding of your audience, really allows you to customize every aspect of your business to really meet their needs. And all of this, at the end of the day, really ensures that 1, your marketing strategies resonate, 2, that your offers are, compelling, and 3, that your sales process feel personal. And all of these elements are crucial to transform a stranger into an engaged lead, someone who is interested in what you have to offer. And remember, your main focus should be to run a customer-centric operation, not a product or service-centric one. So now, second step. Once you truly understand your audience, the next step is to present them, to put in front of them an offer they cannot say no to. One that is perfectly designed, that meets all of their needs and solve the specific problems they have. Creating an effective offer is more than just listing all the things you offer. It's about how you present it in a way that really stands out. A really strong offer attracts more customers, allows you to charge higher prices, and encourage people to come back for more. And when your offer is really, irresistible, you can charge whatever you want, because there's nothing like it in the market. So the first thing you need to do when you're creating your offer is to define your ideal customers ideal outcome, the ideal result or outcome they want to achieve. And by the way, your product or service needs to help them achieve that goal. This outcome should feel too good to be true, but attainable with your help. You really need to make them believe that achieving that goal, that ideal outcome that they have, is impossible without your help. But with you on their side, you need to make them believe that it's possible. And an ideal outcome should be, really simple and to the point. An example could be learn Portuguese in 6 months. And you should always have a time delay in your ideal outcome. So as you build your offer, you need to think about the journey your audience is on. Once you have identified their ideal outcome, you should list all the problems or challenges they face or that they will encounter when they will try to reach that goal. Write these goals in the logical order they will experience them. So once you have all these problems listed out, you should provide one solution to each of them and then combine all of these solutions into your offer. So basically your offer is all of the solutions to all the problems they face when they try to reach their ideal outcome. And you really need to show them that you are the guy that is going to make that ideal outcome reality for them, that you're going to help them get there. And to make them even more likely to choose you over someone else or another offer, you need to increase their perceived likelihood of achievement. They need to feel confident and certain that they're going to achieve that ideal outcome that they have if they choose you. And you can do this by showing them results of your past clients or showing them exactly what you're going to do for them to reach their ideal outcome. Show them case studies, testimonials, anything you can. Show them everything you can so that they are certain that working with you is the right move to reach their goal. Show them real life results that you have because you've helped someone just like them achieve the same ideal outcome. Because when people see other people just like them with the same problems they had achieve their ideal, outcome with your solution, they will feel 100% committed to you and your offer. Now, the final point, building relationships. Once someone shows interest in your offer, the goal here is to keep the relationship alive. And regular communication is essential to maintain that engagement. And you can do this, communicate with them through, email, social media, direct text, SMS, DMs, whatever. But you need to maintain that relationship, that initial engagement that they had. Interest in your offer. You need to maintain this alive. And building these relationships, really starts as soon as someone shows interest. Even the slightest minimum interest, you need to build a relationship around that lead. When I first started, I made the big mistake of trying to push the sale as soon as possible. I really thought that pushing that sale as soon as possible would grow my business even faster. But I soon realized that I was missing on the importance of building genuine relationships. And at the end of the day, business is all about this. Real business is about really wanting to help people. The sale it comes at the end, but the goal is really to help people achieve their goals or to solve a problem. This is the root cause of business, not pushing the sale. Because your offer is not a good fit for everyone. So if you try to push the sale instantly without even understanding this person, a lead that you have, without building a clear, genuine relationship, you will make that lead not reach their goals because your product or service might not fit their needs and solve their actual problems. So you really need to take your time and build genuine relationship with every single lead that you have, because you need to try to understand them, understand where they're at, where they want to go, and if your offer, your solution, product or service can help them reach their goal. And sometimes your product or service is not a good fit because it's not a good fit for everyone, but it's okay. So all of this to say that it's really important to not push the sale instantly. Instead, really focus on establishing trust and really showing them that you genuinely want to help them. You really want to help them achieve their goals or alleviate the problem that they have. So to do this, to build relationship, you first need to collect their contact information through a lead magnet, for example, where you offer tons of value for free in exchange for their email or their contact information, generally an email. And this not only benefits your audience by giving them something of huge value, but it also benefits you because you start building this email list of people, interested leads who genuinely want to hear from you again and listen to the other free value that you have, and eventually your paid offer. So once you have their contact information, you need to nurture these relationships, build genuine relationship, tell them stories, build these genuine relationships. Send them emails that share stories related to the challenges they face. For example, you might share your own experiences or highlights how other people have had the same problems, and that with your offer, with your services, products, they were able to solve their pain. Basically, how they benefited from your solution, but all of this through storytelling, telling them stories with emotions in it. This storytelling approach really builds relationships, builds rapport, instead of just trying to sell them something from the beginning. You're telling stories, you're explaining how your product worked for other people, for yourself, but all of this through storytelling. You're not just pushing for a quick sale. Engagement shouldn't stop with just emails. Social media is also immensely important for building relationships. Share free content with your audience. Respond to comments, send DMs, be present there, be there for them as the guide they want you to be, because you're the one who's going to solve their problems. And all of these interactions make your audience, feel valued and understood, which really creates trust. So in this whole process, it's really important to give as much value as possible without expecting or without pushing for sale at the beginning, at least. When leads feel supported and understood, they are much more likely to consider your offer. And sometimes, you give them so much value that they automatically just ask you directly if you have a paid offer, because they want more. They know that you are the person who is going to help them, solve their problems. And sometimes they come to you and ask you if you can sell them something. And this is what you should thrive for. Give them as much value as possible for them to come to you and ask you if you can sell them something, for them to progress even more. And by nurturing all of these relationships that you have, you naturally set the stage for, a successful sales process, really turning, potential leads, even potential strangers, into customers, loyal customers. Remember that building relationship is all about being genuine, showing that you care, because you need to care. Show your audience that you care about them and their goals. So all of this to say that if you're really focused on these 3 steps, really understanding your audience, creating offers that they really want, and building genuine relationships, you're going to be able to turn strangers or leads into loyal customers. Always put your customer first and really understand what they want, what they need, and show them that your offer is exactly this. And by doing this, you'll not only attract, more customers, but they're also going to pay more to be with you, and they're also going to refer you to other people. So now, with all of these ideas, put them into action in your own business, because you're going to attract genuine, loyal customers who are going to stay with you for a really long time.